You, listen up, Jacksonville. If you ain't been tubs, you sleepin' on the good stuff. It's like a church for foodies, but instead of singing hymns, you're praising the chef's creations. First off, the atmosphere is like a bougie brunch spot meets a fancy steakhouse. It's the perfect place for a special occasion, like celebrating your boy's release from the slammer or your girl's new job as a social media influencer. Their servers are the mps of the game. They'll keep your drink game strong and make sure you're not waiting around like a lost DJ Khaled. And when the food hits the table, it's like Shaq signing a free agent deal. The salmon cake Benedict is a symphony of flavors. The salmon cake is so moist and flavorful, you'll forget your own name. And their desserts. They deserve a Grammy, they're so good. Think of it like the Oscars, but for treats that make your taste buds dance the Macarena. Their wine selection is deep enough to shame Snoop Dogg, and their cocktails are stiff enough to knock out a boxer. But be warned, the prices might make you consider a second mortgage. It's like eating Gucci sushi, but hey, you only live once, right? And if you ain't feeling the steak vibes, their salmon salad is the GOAT. It's like they took a regular salad and gave it the Michael Jordan treatment. Now, let's talk about their bread pudding. It's so moist and decadent, you'll swear you're eating the clouds that heaven is made of. And their chocolate raspberry cake. It's the perfect ending to a night of culinary greatness. So, if you're looking for a restaurant that serves up good food, great service, and an atmosphere that'll make you feel like $1 million bill, head on over to Tubs. Just be prepared to drop some stacks like a stripper at a Dave Chappelle show. Town Hall, where the food's sublime, and the ambience is divine. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for a culinary experience that will leave you shaking your head in disbelief, as if Jerry Seinfeld had himself blessed the kitchen. Town Hall, the brainchild of culinary mastermind Chef Tom Gray, is a sanctuary where the flavors of heaven and earth collide. Upon entering the establishment, you'll be transported to a realm of cozy elegance, where the walls whisper secrets of culinary delights and the music of yesteryear serenades your taste buds. The staff, adorned with smiles that could light up a dark alley, welcomes you like long-lost friends. Now, let's talk about the food. Oh, the food. It's like a symphony of flavors, each ingredient dancing harmoniously on your palate. The Brussels sprouts, my friends, are not just mere vegetables, they're celestial orbs that will make you forget all your earthly woes. And the roast chicken. It's so tender, it'll practically melt in your mouth. And of course, we can't forget the signature filet mignon. Now, I must admit, my dear readers, that I am not easily impressed by a mere steak. But Town Hall's filet is no ordinary piece of meat, it's a masterpiece worthy of a monarch. Cooked to perfection, it boasts a tantalizing crust that yields to a juicy, succulent interior. But hold on, there's more. The cocktails are so exquisite, they'll make your eyes roll back in ecstasy. And the prices, you ask? Well, they may not be for the faint of wallet, but trust me, they're worth every penny. After all, when you're dining at a culinary temple like Town Hall, you're not just paying for food, you're investing in an unforgettable experience. So, my fellow foodies, if you're looking for a restaurant that will make your taste buds sing and your soul soar, look no further than Town Hall. Prepare to be amazed, prepare to be delighted, and prepare to leave with a smile that could power a lighthouse. 1937 Spirits Eatery, where history meets hijinks. My fellow Epicureans, brace yourselves for a culinary adventure that will tantalize your taste buds and leave you in stitches. 1937 Spirits Eatery is not just a restaurant, it's a time capsule that transports you back to bygone era bootleggers and speakeasies. Upon entering, you'll be greeted by a spacious interior that evokes the glamorous roaring 20s. The high ceilings, opulent chandeliers, and Art Deco motifs make you feel like you've stepped into a chapter from The Great Gatsby. But don't be fooled, this is no stuffy establishment. The bar, a veritable centerpiece, takes center stage, surrounded by a lively mix of high-top tables. Here, you can sip on classic cocktails with a modern twist, such as the Inner Pickle Martini, a savory and tangy libation that will make you pucker up like a flapper. Let's talk about the food, shall we? It's a delectable blend of southern comfort and modern culinary finesse. The blackened chicken sandwich is a showstopper, served with a generous side of swamp slaw that will make you want to dance the Charleston. The shrimp toast appetizer is a must-try, its crispy breaded exterior concealing a succulent filling that will leave you craving more. But here's where 1937 really shines, the service. Our server, Sarah Abb, was a veritable whirlwind, attending to our every need with the speed and grace of a hummingbird. She took our pictures, entertained our endless banter, and even managed to convince one of us that a date with her son would be a fantastic idea. Now, let's address the minor hiccups mentioned in some reviews. The occasional service lapse is par for the course in any establishment, but 1937 is quick to rectify any issues with professionalism and aplomb. The management team is dedicated to ensuring your experience is nothing short of extraordinary. Whether you're stopping by for a quick bite, lingering at the bar with friends, or celebrating a special occasion, 1937 Spirits Eatery guarantees a good time. It's a place where the food is fantastic, the atmosphere is electric, and the laughter will echo throughout the night. So gather your gang, put on your finest flapper dresses or zoot suits, and swing by 1937 Spirits Eatery. Prepare to be enchanted by its infectious ambience, tantalized by its culinary creations, and swept off your feet by its unparalleled service. Just be warned, you may find yourself returning time and time again, becoming a regular in this speakeasy-inspired wonderland. Get ready for a barbecue bonanza that'll make your taste buds break out in a synchronized dance party. Welcome to the Bearded Pig, where the ribs are the Mick Jagger of meat and the briskets the Beyoncé of barbecue. Imagine a Texas meat market that's been shot through with a ray of pure southern charm, and you've got the vibe at the Bearded Pig. But don't let the cozy atmosphere fool you. These pitmasters wield their tongues like culinary wizards, grilling up magic that'll make your mouth water like a desert camel at an oasis. Now, let's talk brisket. Just like that one friend who always steals the show with their killer moves, the Bearded Pig's brisket is the star of this barbecue spectacular. It's like a dance between smoky flavor and tender succulence, the kind that'll make you forget about all your dietary resolutions. Don't sleep on those glorious sides either. The mixed beans are like a salsa for your soul, and the collard greens will make you rethink your entire relationship with leafy vegetables. Who knew veggies could be this freaking tasty? But here's the real showstopper, their pimento cheese spread. It's like a luxurious velvet blanket for your taste buds, and it deserves a standing ovation all on its own. Dip those saltines until the cows come home, we won't judge. Let's not forget the sauces. They've got a whole choir of flavors to serenade your taste buds, from sweet to spicy and everything in between. Just remember, the OG sauce is the alpha and omega of BBQ heaven. Oh, and don't be surprised if you find yourself doing a happy dance around the table. Between the incredible food and the lively ambience, the Bearded Pig will have you grooving to the rhythm of barbecue bliss. In short, the Bearded Pig is not just a restaurant, it's a barbecue symphony that'll leave you humming "I Will Survive," but with barbecue replacing survived. It's a place where the food is the star, the vibes are chill, and your taste buds will be begging for an encore. So get ready to fork up some serious piggin' out, and let the barbecue party begin. Rustic 21 Bistro, where Brazilian flavors dance on your tongue. Citizens of Jacksonville, prepare your taste buds for a culinary adventure that will transport you to the vibrant streets of Brazil. Welcome to Rustic 21 Bistro, a cozy haven where the food is as explosive as a cannonball and the service is smoother than a baby's bottom. Indulge in the bolinho de bacalhau, cod croquettes that will make your soul sing like an opera star. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and accompanied by a tartar sauce that's like a symphony in your mouth. If you're feeling adventurous, try the dadinho de tapioca, fried tapioca squares that explode with flavor like confetti on a party platter. For your main course, prepare to be seduced by the pecan top sirloin. It's steak so tender you could cut it with a feather. And remember that delectable bobo de camara shrimp stew. It's like the ocean itself has been distilled into a bowl of pure bliss. But wait, there's so much more. The biro biro rice is a fried rice party in your mouth, with bacon, egg, onion, and potato sticks dancing a jig on your taste buds. And the Torsmo crispy pork belly. It's like a crunchy, juicy, soft hug that will make you forget your troubles. Don't even get me started on the dessert trio. The Petit Gâteau de Dulce de Lait is a dulce de lait cake that will make your eyes roll back in ecstasy. It's like taking a bite of heaven itself, without the risk of getting kicked out of the pearly gates. The ambience is just as delightful as the food. It's like walking into a cozy Brazilian fiesta with music that will make you want to samba your way out the door. So why wait? Grab your friends, family, or even complete strangers, and head on over to Rustic 21 Bistro. You'll experience a culinary explosion that will leave you begging for more. Just be prepared for a food coma that will make you want to nap like a Brazilian cat. Obrigado, Rustic 21 Bistro, for making my life a little more flavorful and a whole lot more hilarious. Galaxy Burgers Bar Grill, where burgers aren't the only thing out of this world. Picture this, folks. In the cosmic realm of Jacksonville, there lies a culinary oasis that'll make your taste buds dance like aliens on a spaceship. Galaxy Burgers Bar Grill is not just a restaurant, it's a celestial experience that'll have you orbiting around their menu with reckless abandon. First and foremost, let's talk burgers. They're so juicy, you'd swear they were made from the finest extraterrestrial cattle. The pecan burger will make you question your sanity, with its melt-in-your-mouth tenderness and savory juices that'll leave you wondering if you're floating through the Milky Way. But wait, there's more. Galaxy Burgers also has some mind-boggling Spanish dishes that'll make you forget about their burgers for a moment. Their BBQ plate is a symphony of flavors, with tender chicken, steak, and plantains that will transport you to a tropical paradise. And their Tostone chicken sandwich is a masterpiece of culinary engineering, featuring a crispy, golden brown exterior and a succulent chicken filling. Now, let's address the elephant in the dining room of the noise. Some reviewers have mentioned the decibel levels rivaling a jet engine takeoff. But fear not, my fellow Earthlings. During my visit, the atmosphere was as peaceful as a sleepy sloth. So, who knows, you might be lucky enough to catch the restaurant in its serene mode. Speaking of luck, I stumbled upon a hidden treasure on my way out. The staff offered me a complimentary drink that was the perfect complement to my galactic feast. It was like a sweet, alcoholic hug that sent me floating home on a cloud of satisfaction. So, to all you foodies and adventurers out there, Galaxy Burgers Bar Grill is a culinary black hole that'll suck you in and never let you go. With its out-of-this-world burgers, Spanish delights, and the occasional cosmic quiet, it's a restaurant that'll make you question your sanity in the best possible way. Just be sure to come hungry, because these portions are out of this world literally. South Bank Johnny's, the culinary mecca where service soars and burgers reign supreme. Hold on to your taste buds, folks. South Bank Johnny's is not just a restaurant, it's a symphony of culinary delights led by the maestro of mixology, Will. This guy knows more about cocktails than a chemistry professor. And believe me, he's not shy about sharing his knowledge, either. The bar. It's like the holy grail of hangouts. Small enough for intimate conversations, yet spacious enough to accommodate your rowdy family dinners. The cleanliness. Impeccable. You could eat off the floor if you weren't too busy feasting on their heavenly burgers. Now, let's talk about those burgers. They're the stuff legends are made of. Perfectly cooked, juicy patties that melt in your mouth like a buttery whisper. And those fries. Crispy perfection, the perfect sidekick to your burger-eating adventure. But wait, there's more. Their chicken wings are a culinary masterpiece. They're crispy, finger-licking good, and will make you forget all about those other famous wing joints. In a nutshell, South Bank Johnny's is not just a restaurant, it's a destination. It's where you go to experience the exquisite harmony of exceptional service, mouth-watering food, and an atmosphere that will make you feel like you're part of the family. So, next time you're in Jacksonville, do yourself a favor and give South Bank Johnny's a visit. You won't regret it unless you're on a diet. But who needs diets when there's food this good? Holy tapas, Bar Molino in Jacksonville is the real deal. It's like a Spanish fiesta in your mouth, minus the flamenco dancing goats. Imagine this, you walk into this cozy little spot, and you're immediately hit with the scent of garlic, paprika, and the sweet promise of sangria. The atmosphere is electric, with a chic vibe that's straight out of a Madrid tapas bar. Their menu is a culinary Rubik's Cube, bursting with authentic Spanish dishes that will make your taste buds dance the fandango. From juicy gambas al ajillo to tender pulpo gallego, every dish is a masterpiece. And their skirt steak. It's like a juicy matador, slicing and dicing its way into your heart with every bite. But the real star of the show is their wine list. It's like a liquid encyclopedia of Spanish vintages, with bottles from every corner of the Iberian Peninsula. And here's the kicker, their policy is retail price plus 10. It's like they're saying, we trust you with our wine, but we also want to make sure our landlord doesn't evict us. Speaking of evictions, parking can be a bit of a challenge. It's like trying to parallel park a bulldozer in a sardine can. But don't fret, my friend. They offer free valet parking, so you can channel your inner James Bond and let someone else worry about the automotive gymnastics. Okay, so here's the bottom line. Bar Molino is the bomb of all tapas joints in Jacksonville. It's a place where you can let your taste buds roam free, drink wine like a Spanish conquistador, and pretend you know how to say all. Don't be like me and wait to write a review. Book a table, order a pitcher of sangria, and prepare yourself for a culinary adventure that will leave you craving more. Step into Senie, the Thai street food nirvana where flavors dance like a drunken monkey on a tightrope. Authenticity. They got it in spades. Every dish is a culinary masterpiece, channeling the spirits of Bangkok's street markets. It's like a Bangkok food tour without the jet lag or the dodgy street vendors trying to sell you knockoff watches. Take their pad CI, for example. It's so perfectly cooked, it's like the dish has been meditating for centuries to achieve noodle enlightenment. The flavor. A symphony of sweet, salty, and tangy, guaranteed to make your taste buds do a synchronized dance routine. The ambience. Think cozy and hip, with a dash of Thai street style. It's like dining in a vibrant Thai alleyway minus the exhaust fumes and questionable hygiene. Now, let's talk service. They've got a team of ninjas disguised as servers who whisk away your empty plates before you even notice. They're so attentive, they could teleport you a fresh beer just as you're thinking about needing one. The only downside. The portions might leave you wanting more, but hey, that's just an excuse to come back and try their entire menu. So gather your fellow foodies, embark on this culinary expedition, and prepare to be blown away by the authentic delights of Senie. The district, where the food rocks and the vibes soar. Prepare yourself for the culinary adventure of a lifetime at the district in Jacksonville. This place takes good to a whole new level, sending your taste buds on a wild roller coaster ride. First, let's talk about the service. Imagine being greeted by a team of superheroes dressed in aprons who are there to fulfill your every foodie fantasy. They'll bring your drinks faster than a speeding bullet and make sure your every need is met with a smile brighter than the florid sun. Now, let's dive into the menu. It's like a symphony of flavors that will have you humming with delight. The smoked salmon dip is a masterpiece, with a crispy capers dance party happening in your mouth. And hold on to your hats for the surf and turf burrito. It's like a party in your belly, with a whole steak and lobster doing the conga. The atmosphere. Oh my, it's electrifying. Live music fills the air, transporting you to a world where the worries of the day just melt away. The vibes are so good, you'll forget you're in Jacksonville and start wondering if you've stumbled into some sort of urban oasis. Okay, here's the catch. The crab cake appetizer might be tiny, but don't let that fool you. It's like a precious little nugget of gold that will make your eyes widen and your taste buds explode. And while the food might not always come sizzling hot, hey, who needs heat when you've got the warmth of the amazing service and the feel-good vibes? So gather your friends, put on your dancing shoes, and let the district take you on a culinary adventure that will have you raving to your friends for days. It's like a never-ending party where the food is the star and the atmosphere is the MVP. Trust me, this place deserves a standing ovation. Southern Charm, where the southern hospitality flows like sweet tea and the cracky-style cuisine will make you holler hallelujah. Art, the mastermind behind this culinary masterpiece, has created an AYCE all-you-can-eat buffet that'll make your belly dance like a bluegrass fiddle. From the moment you step in, you're treated like royalty. Art greets you with a warm "you'll come on in," and a plate that's bigger than your grandma's Sunday hat. They say the best things in life are free, but at Southern Charm, even the water comes with a smile. And let me tell you, that sweet tea is sweeter than a Georgia peach. As you dive into the culinary offerings, be prepared for a taste explosion. Collard greens so tender they'll melt in your mouth, mac and cheese that's cheesy enough to give you a food coma, and fried green tomatoes that'll make you forget all about the ones at Paula Deen's. But wait, there's more. Just when you think you've reached the peak of Southern culinary excellence, out comes a plate of fried chicken and shrimp that's so good, it'll make you do a double take. And as if that wasn't enough, they drop a brownie and carrot cake on your table that'll make your taste buds cry tears of joy. And get this, all this deliciousness, unlimited tea refills, and a hefty serving of Southern hospitality will set you back a mere 15. That's cheaper than a gallon of gas and more satisfying than a day at the beach. So, if you're looking for a restaurant that's as charming as its name, with food that'll make you slap your mama, head on down to Southern Charm. Just make sure to bring your appetite and a pocket full of cash because they don't take plastic, bless their southern hearts. Holy clowns, City Grill and Raw Bar is a seafood sanctuary. Prepare your taste buds for a culinary adventure that will make Neptune jealous. City Grill and Raw Bar is a mecca for seafood lovers, boasting a smorgasbord of shellfish that rivals the ocean's depths. From succulent Iberian mussels to oysters of every size and persuasion, this place has got your mollusks covered. And don't even get me started on the steaks. They're so tender, they'll melt in your mouth like a whisper from Poseidon. But wait, there's more. Their frutti de mer pasta is a mythical masterpiece, featuring scallops the size of Jupiter and lobster that will have you singing sea shanties with glee. The atmosphere is so cozy and sophisticated, it's like dining in a Victorian mansion with the ocean as your backdrop. And after dinner, indulge in a nightcap in a blue velvet room, where the ambience is as smooth as a jazz trio playing underwater. The staff, they're like cheerful sea nymphs, always ready to guide you through the menu's aquatic wonders. From Corey the oyster guru to the impeccably knowledgeable waitress who should have her own Netflix documentary, they'll make you feel like a VIP at a royal ball. In conclusion, City Grill and Raw Bar is the crown jewel of Jacksonville's culinary scene. It's a place where the food is divine, the service is top-notch, and the memories will last longer than a sea turtle's lifespan. So get ready to sink your teeth into seafood royalty and experience the gastronomic equivalent of a stormy seascape with City Grill and Raw Bar as your compass. Gemma Fish Oyster, a culinary symphony with a side of jazz attention, seafood lovers. Prepare to have your taste buds serenaded by Gemma Fish Oyster, Jacksonville's latest gastronomic masterpiece. This place is like a symphony for the senses, with decor so exquisite it'll make you want to wear a monocle and pretend you're in the Urs. The owner, Brittany, and her server, Shelby, are like the conductor and first violinist of this orchestra, making sure your every wish is granted. From the moment you step inside, you'll feel like a VIP at a jazz club, except without the smoke and the musty smell. Now, let's talk about the food. It's like a culinary masterpiece composed by a mad scientist. The grilled shrimp appetizer, which normally comes out at room temperature, must have been inspired by a whimsical chef who thought it would be hilarious. But hey, it was still delicious. As for the snapper and ridie, let's just say that the snapper was a bit like a salty sea captain, while the ribeye was its undercooked sidekick that needed a serious time out. But not to worry, the chef took it upon himself to burn the living heck out of the ribeye, making it the perfect specimen for display in a fossil museum. Now, let's not forget the scallops, which were so few in number that they seemed like they were playing a game of hide and seek. And the seafood pozole was like a soup that forgot to bring its friends. It was just so lonely. But hold your horses there, because the fish and chips were the real rockstars of the show. Two generous hunks of cod, fried to perfection and accompanied by fries that could make a potato jealous. And the oysters. Oh, baby, those were like plump little gems of the sea, each one a treasure fit for a king. Overall, Jimmer Fish Oyster is a place where you can expect the unexpected. The ambience is impeccable, the decor is mind-boggling, the service is top-notch minus the occasional mix-up, and the food is a whimsical adventure that will leave you both satisfied and baffled. Just be prepared to pay a pretty penny for the experience, because let's be honest, seafood doesn't grow on trees. Holy smokes! Cowtown Tavern is the spot where you can't swing a beer mug without hitting a big screen TV featuring the Jags. You'll feel like you're at the game, but with way better food. Their bang bang shrimp. It's like a party in your mouth. And those 5 whiskey samples. It's like a virtual tour of Kentucky, minus the road rage. The staff. They're like a team of whiskey-wielding ninjas, always keeping your glass full and your spirits high. And the crowd. Well, let's just say you won't find any dive bar brawlers or pretenders here. These folks are as classy as a bourbon aged in a velvet-lined casket. So, the next time you're craving a night out that's both delicious and darn tootin' fun, saddle up to Cowtown Tavern. Just be prepared to have your socks knocked off by their whiskey selection and their ability to make a grilled wing that will make your taste buds do a sweat dance. Holy smokes, folks. Gather round, barbecue enthusiasts and comedy seekers, for I bring you the most extraordinary review of the Butt Hut Smokehouse in Jacksonville. This place is like the holy grail of Q. They start with premium meats, slather them in their secret sugar rub, and kiss them with the sweet embrace of pecan wood smoke. And let me tell you, the result is nothing short of meaty nirvana. The ribs fall off the bone like a boneless wonder, the brisket melts in your mouth like a marshmallow on a summer night, and the burnt ends are so crisp and flavorful, you'll be tempted to say amen with every bite. Oh, and don't even get me started on the sauces. Signature, handcrafted, and dripping with more flavor than a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. From their smooth regular sauce to their fiery hot sauce that'll make your eyes water like a baby with a dirty diaper, there's a sauce to tickle every taste bud. The sides are no slouches either. The mac and cheese is comfort food on steroids, the beans are so tasty you'll forget all about the flatulence, and the cilantro lime coleslaw is like a refreshing oasis on a desert of meat. But what really sets the Butt Hut Smokehouse apart is its atmosphere. As you enter, you're greeted by a shrine to Anthony Bourdain, the patron saint of food lovers everywhere. The walls are adorned with vibrant murals, there's a patio with a killer view of the smokers, and inside, there's a buzz that'll make you want to stay all night. The staff. Unbelievably attentive, like a team of perfectly trained service ninjas. They'll take care of you like you're royalty, and they'll make sure your every barbecue craving is satisfied. So, if you're looking for a barbecue experience that'll have you shouting hallelujah with every bite, then get yourself to the Butt Hut Smokehouse. It's a meaty, saucy, and downright hilarious adventure you won't soon forget. Just be prepared to say goodbye to your diet, because after you've tasted their ribs, you'll be craving them like a newborn baby craves its mother's milk. Prepare for culinary grandeur at Josephine, a restaurant so good, it'll make your grandmother jealous. My fellow Epicureans, gather round and feast your eyes upon the culinary masterpiece that is Josephine. This Italian-American eatery is a testament to the transformative power of good vibes and even better food. As I strutted into Josephine's welcoming embrace, I couldn't help but feel like a Roman emperor about to indulge in a feast fit for the gods. The atmosphere was electric with an air of sophistication and a touch of that "I came to spend money, baby" attitude. Our lovely server, a maestro of menu knowledge, guided us through a symphony of flavors. Her recommendations were like a culinary GPS, leading us to the promised land of deliciousness. First, the pizza rolls appetizer arrived, defying all logic and expectations. They weren't pizza, but crunchy, artichoke-infused delights that danced upon my palate like miniature disco balls. My white lasagna was a masterpiece in disguise. It was white, creamy, and melted in my mouth like a cheesy hug. It was like Mrs. Doubtfire's secret recipe, but with a side of marinara heaven. My ever-hungry husband, the self-proclaimed king of Italian, devoured the cacio e pepe arancini like a ravenous hyena. These fried balls of creamy goodness were a triumph of culinary innovation. But wait, there's more. The marinated cucumbers offered a refreshing respite from the richness of the main dishes, while the lobster agnolotti was like a luxurious lobster rave in my mouth. Some may question the length of the noodles in the fiole de mer, but let's be honest, who cares? The creamy sauce was so rich and flavorful, I could have bathed in it. Now, let's talk about the service. Our server was like a ninja with a smile, appearing and disappearing at the perfect moments, like a culinary magician. In conclusion, Josephine is not just a restaurant, it's an experience that will make your taste buds sing. So put on your finest attire, invite your fanciest friends, and prepare for a culinary adventure that will leave you craving for more. Just don't blame me if your grandmother gets jealous. Holy moly, folks, hold on to your berets and prepare for an epic taste bud adventure. I recently stumbled upon the Petit Paris Café Southside, and let me tell you, it's a culinary hurricane that will leave your taste buds screaming OLL. From the moment you step through the doors, you're transported to a charming Parisian paradise. The walls are adorned with paintings of iconic French artists, and the air is filled with the dulcet tones of French coif music. It's like you've been plopped into a chic Parisian bistro, without the pesky transatlantic flight. Now, let's talk about the food. My friends, it's the crème de la crème. The lobster bisque is a smooth and velvety masterpiece that will warm you up on the coldest of nights. The truffle egg sandwich is a symphony of flavors, with its salty prosciutto, melted brie, and oh so sexy truffle eggs. And don't even get me started on the pastries. They're so flaky, buttery, and tantalizing, they'll make you think you've died and gone to pastry heaven. But wait, there's more. Le Petit Paris also boasts a fully stocked bar with a variety of drinks, including their infamous French sodas. These bubbly concoctions are the perfect accompaniment to any meal, and they come in a rainbow of flavors. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the service. The staff at Le Petit Paris is a team of friendly and efficient angels who will make your dining experience a breeze. They're always ready with a smile and a bonjour. That will make you feel like a VIP guest at a Parisian palace. The only minor hiccup is that the cafe can get a little crowded during peak hours. But trust me, it's worth the wait. So next time you're craving a taste of France without the plane ticket, head on down to Le Petit Paris Café Southside. Just remember to bring your beret and your stretchy pants. Floating Sea Aquatics, the wettest, wildest restaurant in Jacksonville. Prepare to dive into a culinary oasis like no other. Floating Sea Aquatics is not just an aquarium and reptile rescue center. It's a floating buffet of gastronomic delights that'll make your taste buds do a backflip. As you step inside, be embraced by the spectacle of marine life and exotic reptiles. Fish, turtles, snakes, lizards, it's like a National Geographic documentary come to life. And amidst this watery wonderland, nestled a cozy cafe that's sure to tickle your funny bone. The menu is a culinary expedition that will transport you to distant shores. The Boomtown Teriyaki Chicken is a masterpiece of fusion cuisine, with a sauce so addictive you'll be licking your plate clean. The Lil Mama's Country Fried Pork Chops are the stuff of legends, cooked to perfection and smothered in a gravy that will make your belly sing. But be warned, dear patrons. This culinary paradise comes with a caveat: patience. Like a fine wine, the food takes its time to reach its peak. But trust me, the wait is worth every second. As the saying goes, good things come to those who bait. So gather your crew, bring your appetite, and prepare for an adventure that will leave you feeling like a king of the sea, at the very least, a satisfied landlubber. Floating sea aquatics, where the fish are fresh, the reptiles are rare, and the food is a hoot. Catalina, the culinary Cirque du Soleil of Jacksonville. Welcome, foodies. Prepare for a gastronomic spectacle that will leave you questioning reality and wondering if you've stepped into a culinary museum. From the moment you enter Catalina, you're greeted by an atmosphere that's straight out of a James Bond movie. The ambience is as opulent as a Mediterranean palace, with emerald green walls, golden accents, and a pulsating DJ spinning beats so hot you'll need a fire extinguisher. Now, let's talk food. Picture this, a salmon avocado tartar that's so fresh and flavorful, it'll make the fish you used to eat taste like cardboard. The Mediterranean salad is a symphony of textures and colors, like a Monet painting on a plate. And the Chilean cebus. It's so tender, it'll melt in your mouth like a shy debutante on a first date. But wait, there's more. The shrimp and lobster pasta is a seafood extravaganza that's as rich and decadent as a Russian oligarch's yacht. And the ribeye steak. Oh, my word. It's like the king of all steaks, perfectly seasoned and cooked to perfection. You'll need a magnifying glass to find any fat on that baby. And let's not forget the cocktails. The bartenders here are like molecular magicians, concocting potions that will transport you to a tropical paradise. The Borno, with its frozen fruit cubes and jasmine peach soda, is a refreshing elixir that'll make you forget all your troubles. So, what's the verdict? Catalina is a culinary supernova that's destined to become a legend in Jacksonville. It's a place where fantasy meets reality, where every dish is a masterpiece, and where you can wear your finest duds and pretend you're a Hollywood star. Remember, folks, dressing up is not just an option here, it's a sacred vow. So leave your flip-flops and tank tops at home, and prepare to experience the culinary equivalent of La Dolce Vita. Bon appetit.